kill Aquaman. Even if I have to make a deal with the devil to do it.
Free me from my prison, and all my power will be yours.
The key to this prison is the royal bloodline itself.
He needs us. We're the end of the bloodline.
No, we're not.
Manta took Junior.
He must be stopped.
I'm coming for you.
We'll destroy everything he holds dear.
You want blood? Come get it!
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom.
Welcome back to another movie review. Today I'm talking about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, released this weekend. It's once again directed by James Wan and it stars Jason Momoa, Patrick Wilson, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Amber Heard, Randall Park, Dolph Lundgren, and Nicole Kidman, and among others. And it tells the story of Aquaman, as he has to fucking work with his half-brother to stop Black Manta from killing their family, and also to stop him from overheating the world. And they also got to find the seventh kingdom of the seas. There is a lot going on in this movie. And is the movie any good? Nope. Okay, so before I actually get into my thoughts on Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, I gotta talk about my thoughts on the first Aquaman. The first movie, it's fine. I will be reviewing the first one next year because I plan on reviewing all of the DCEU movies that I haven't reviewed yet, so everything from Man of Steel to Black Adam. And what a better time to do it! Now with this movie out, the DCEU is officially dead. So there's that. Now I gotta talk about my thoughts on this fucking thing. Yeah, this movie was pretty fucking bad. It's really bad, actually. Are there some things I like about the movie? Like, one or two things? Let's see. The action scenes, they're fine. They're serviceable. It's not as good as other James Wan action movies. The action's not as good as the action in Furious 7. I don't think it's as good as the action in the first movie either. It's not as good as the action in Malignant either. Yes, Malignant has action scenes if you haven't seen that one. And that's not even an action movie. But yeah, out of all the action-related stuff that James Wan has done, this is definitely the weakest. But the action, it could have been worse. So I'll give it some credit there. Is there a second thing I liked about this movie? I can't think of any, actually. Yeah, this movie was bad. I didn't think any of the performances in this movie were good. None of them. Okay, so here's the reason why the acting was bad. They were given some absolute shit, and I mean shit, dialogue to work with. This movie has one of the worst screenplays I have seen all year. The dialogue was shit. The story in this movie. Like I said, there is so fucking much going on. And this movie's shorter than the first one. Holy fuck. This movie is just over 2 hours. And holy fuck, there's so much going on. And some of them get left behind. There's one of the main things that the trailer promises was Black Manta going on a revenge quest for Aquaman. And yeah, that barely gets touched on in this movie. They leave that so far in the dust for other things. Like his plan to overheat the earth. And also, this movie's trying to be a buddy comedy. This movie prioritizes that over something that could have been actually interesting. And yes, this movie's pacing is all fucking over the place. This movie's shorter than the first one, but fuck, it felt longer. This movie doesn't give you any time to focus on any of the actually potentially interesting stuff in this movie, just to go for this forced comedy. This movie tries to have these big, epic action scenes. I mean, like I said, the action isn't that bad, but what can I say? It's underwhelming compared to the first movie. And it's not as epic as they try to make it look. And yeah, none of the performances are good. Everyone's phoning it in because they were giving a half-ass script to work with. Amber Heard's in this movie. Okay, yeah, she wasn't in the trailer, but yeah, she's in this movie, but she doesn't have anywhere near as big of a role as what she did in the first movie. She's kind of put aside, but I'm just telling you, if you weren't already planning on seeing this movie, this movie has Amber Heard in it. She wasn't completely cut from the movie, so keep that in mind. But yeah, she doesn't really have that much screen time, but still. Yeah, the special effects in this movie. I gotta talk about the special effects. Holy fuck, are they bad? If you thought the special effects in The Flash were bad, because everyone complains about The Flash, and yeah, that movie did have some pretty terrible effects, I'm telling you, this movie's effects are way fucking worse. Holy shit, are these effects bad. Obvious green screen, the CGI is obvious. It's fucking awful, the CGI in this movie. Like, the effects are absolute ass. Holy fuck, it felt like a cartoon. I didn't once believe that the characters were actually underwater. It was so fucking fake looking. Holy shit. So yeah, as you could tell, I didn't really like this movie. This movie was all over the place with its pacing, its story. It's kind of boring too. Like, it's pretty fucking boring. It didn't feel, it felt longer than it actually was. The only thing that it kind of had going for it was some, like, semi-decent action scenes. That's about it. It's not a good movie at all. I don't recommend seeing this movie. Do I think it's one of the worst movies of the year? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking awful. I am going to give Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom a D. So what did you think of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? Comment below, let me know. And if you like my stuff, you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.